resume. I hear it's a really nice resume booster, and it pays like I don't know how much, $11.50 or something, which is pretty good.
Welcome back to the Sean Boyle podcast.
You're doing the intro now?
As always,
What the fuck is this?
Sean Boyle.
No.
Take it from there. Take it from there.
No.
Take it from there.
All right. Everybody, welcome back to episode number 9 of the Sean Boyle podcast. I have my fucking Turkish boy Ahmet here. Thank you for joining me. It's good to have you, brother. The weather has been absolutely terrible.
Women?
Yeah, the women are terrible too. We'll talk about the STDs in a minute about what is like 50% girls in Altoona have STDs or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's besides the point. So how about this NBA, guys? We have Isaiah Thomas to the Lakers, and D-Wade back to the Heat.
That's great. I'm a Heat fan.
Yeah. You know what's really crazy? I was, LeBron had that game winner the other day.
Against Minnesota?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So, you have this other tall white dude dabbing up LeBron, and then you have everybody else dabbing up LeBron.
You mean Kyle Korver?
No, some other white dude.
Kevin Love?
What? Wait, Turkish?
No.
Like,
that guy,
Turkey,
yeah.
He's
It's some real low-key guy. And Isaiah Thomas, he's like trying to hype him up, and LeBron's just paying him no attention whatsoever.
Oh no, he's trying to get him down too. I saw that.
It's like he got traded.
Well, the memes were crazy for that.
Yeah.
The whole day, the memes were crazy, and like, I saw that it was like when you know you're about to get traded the next day, and it was him like trying to get them to stop celebrating.
Yeah,
and then he said that night he was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be traded. I'm happy here in Cleveland.
LeBron said that?
No,
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Isaiah?
he said
He
that.
said he doesn't want to be traded to all of them.
He didn't want to be traded.
You should have stayed in Boston,
he-
my man. You had a great setup.
No, it had nothing to do with Isaiah, though. They traded him.
I know.
They wanted to
Listen,
trade
okay,
him.
you're right.
That was
my
all-
mind sometimes just
That was
doesn't
not
work,
his
like-
choice at all.
Yeah, which is...
He was against it.
Yeah, I know he was
And
against it.
then he said, yeah, well, shoot, we're going to win the NBA Finals anyway, because he knew he was going to be traded to the Cavs. Yeah. And then that's funny because he got traded, and now they're doing terrible. So
Yeah, sometimes I can't wrap my head around people getting traded because it's like they don't want to do it, but they're the star player, and it's just like, for lackadaisical purposes, it's just... what are you doing? Like,
As far as the NBA goes, man, James Harden.
Oh, dude, he's going to win MVP.
by far.
I haven't been watching the games that much, but, dude, he's been on a tear. Him and Giannis are incredible.
Okay.
Antetokounmpo, shout out Milwaukee. Let's
But
go.
he did the first time 60 points, triple-double.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
He's just, listen, on the Thunder, you look back in 2012, and, okay.
He was a sixth man for 2 years.
Sixth man, yeah. And you look back, and they lost to the Heat, whatever. The Heat had a great team, but...
Well, back when they were playing OKC.
Yeah.
It was him and
Can you imagine
Durant.
could you imagine what could have been?
And Westbrook.
Yeah. He didn't
Well,
win
they
MVP
shouldn't
yet,
have
but he
lost
will.
either of those finals. They lost both
it's
of them.
debatable. They had really good teams, man.
Didn't they? That was like when we were in like 9th grade. They
Yeah.
lost like 2
It
finals
was
in a row.
2012 against the Heat.
Yeah.
And,
That was it, right?
That was it.
No,
Yeah.
I
And
thought
that
they
was-
were again one other finals.
No, 2012 against the Heat. He blew them out.
Yeah. It was gig. 5
And
games.
then it was against Golden State 2 years ago, I think.
In the Western
Yeah.
Conference.
4-3,
Yeah.
they lost it.
It was when Golden State, they were down like 3-1, and then they ended up coming back.
Yeah.
With Jeremy Lin back then.
Knicks, right?
Next, was it?
No,
I
he's
just
in Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, no, Nets right now?
Now, but I'm talking about back then.
Back then,
because
he was on-
he won me my. I was in an NBA
like a...
fantasy, like a fantasy
yeah.
thing, and I picked him up because I saw he went off one game, and it was like, I was like, he's a young
It was
kid.
like
I'll get
late
rid of someone
Saturday.
else.
Yeah.
I had him, and I had like DeAndre Jordan and a couple other good players, and I won the whole league that year because
Really?
of Jeremy Lin, because they played him like crazy.
was
And that was
balling,
that was
dude.
the only year he did well. Then
Yeah.
after that, he was
He
awful.
got a 10-day
fell off.
contract. And
Did he really?
He did 30. First time he ever played the game in the NBA. He wasn't even drafted.
Yeah, kid from Harvard,
Kid
too.
from Harvard drops 36 points in his first game, and then 32, and then averages 28 points for 5 games. That's insane. Now
Yeah.
he's not good.
He's
though.
still an
He's
okay
alright, but-
boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's settled into his role. I don't... Personally, I wish he would have stayed that Jeremy Lin, because, like, he's the type of guy who's,
That
like...
insanity.
He's, like, he's a weird type of guy, because he's incredible, but, like, his persona is,
Well, you
like,
would never
kinda
see it
awkward,
coming,
funny.
too.
And then, all of a sudden, you just
Just
have,
his
like...
playing type.
Yeah, and then his hair changes,
Yeah,
and then, like...
it's always like that. Though.
changes,
The things that you would never expect. Steph Curry with the shooting. We've
Yeah.
never seen that in the NBA before.
Yeah.
And then Steph Curry just blows everyone.
Just saying, fear the beard.
Yeah, he's going to win MVP by far. Harden.
I
What do
would
you think about the
I would not
NBA
say by
finals?
far, dude. I mean, James is still having a hell of a season.
Yeah. And
A
he-
hell of a season.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You
Right.
can't. Well, you just said he's going to win MVP. I would still
Harden?
debate that. Yeah.
Who do
I'll
you
still
think?
debate it. James. I mean, he's.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
LeBron?
Yeah.
LeBron is
no.
good every year. LeBron
He's
is so-
good, consistent, dude. He's just
But
insane.
this dude gets better.
Yes,
as he
Harden
gets older.
had that, but think about how many times that James has done things like that where it's just you can't believe it. Think about the game the other night.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. You could argue LeBron
He did that like it was nothing.
should have won MVP every single season because you look, okay, if you don't have LeBron,
No,
you're
he's
not in the
consistent
finals.
every season.
But it's like, okay, at that point, if LeBron, I think
Best of all
LeBron
time.
has transcended the MVP because he's so
He's
good.
the best of all time.
He's the greatest of all time in my opinion.
I don't want to hear
I
this.
think-
Jordan.
I think- okay,
Are
okay.
you going to debate Jordan?
Yes, 100%, 100%. If the game is tied and it's the last second, who are you giving the ball to? I'm giving to MJ. Any day.
I think MJ's a little overrated
Oh,
because
come
He's
on.
overrated at this point.
This guy hit 9 out of his 18 final buzzer beater shots in the finals. He's never let a game to go to Game 7 in the finals.
I know he's closed them out. Yeah.
Okay, but think of who
The
he
sixth
had on his
championship.
team at the time.
Scottie
It was
Pippen.
LeBron. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Scottie Pippen.
He had good teammates. LeBron nearly beat the Warriors 2 years ago by himself. When Kev Love was out, all these other players were out, he still put up a fighting chance to beat them, and he took them to the Game 7.
Look,
That's all I'm saying.
You
Is
can't really
he did
compare.
that alone.
You
You
can't
can't
really-
compare because it's eras, and I
It's,
know
no,
there's
it's
a lot.
a different. Michael
There was
Jordan's
no
a pure
hand-checking
scorer,
there.
pure
Yeah.
scorer, and the
I
game
mean, yeah,
that
they're
was
two different player types.
Right.
Yeah, but like, that's why I think it's the same thing. You can't just say Brady's the best player of all time because there are different playing positions.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think,
yes,
okay,
and I
if
can
I'm
It's like
understand.
comparing Allen Iverson
I will
to Shaquille
always go
O'Neal.
back to this
But
argument.
basketball's a little
If
closer.
you
because
go
you're all
and
trying
I'm
to
going to say,
score.
Right.
okay, I'm either going to pick MJ or LeBron.
I'm
for-
picking MJ
just to
any
start
day.
to start a team, not win a game, just to start a team, and then have so-so players follow him. I want to have LeBron because he can score,
Actually,
he can
no.
rebound, he can steal the ball, he can pass.
Because
he
no
can
one
play
ever
defense.
thought, no one in
He's
my
just like the most athletically gifted player ever.
Ever
yeah, but if
played
you're
the
gonna
game.
pick him as first, think about it. No one ever thought of Jordan really as much of a bitch. A lot of people think James is a bitch. I'm just saying, if
And
you want
I
a
know-
first
if you
person
wanna-
to be
okay,
a
if you wanna-
leader of your team, I'm gonna pick Jordan.
Yes, I will agree with that, and I'll also agree that Jordan is a better scorer.
Pure
Mid-range,
scorer. Pure scorer.
Yeah, pure scorer.
I would rather
100%.
I'd rather compare Kobe and MJ than
LeBron and
MJ.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Kobe and different similar types of players.
Yeah.
But when you look at the
And Kobe's he's a special player too because he's kind of like, he started getting in at 98. He came in 96,
96,
and then
yeah.
he's played with Jordan a little bit where they still had hand checking. And then he comes in and he's in the 2000s era where it gets a little more of ticky-tack foul era. So he's a really interesting cat because he, I think, has his own greatness and his own place in history. But I just think, you can't really compare eras. It's just so hard to say. I know what you mean. MJ definitely had to go through tougher roads to get where he is.
and the game
LeBron.
that was played was a lot tougher than
Yeah, I mean, who's
they
to
went
say if
A
LeBron
lot more
goes back to the
physical.
90s with hand checking, who's to say he's going to put the same numbers up?
You think
He would
MJ still would kill it?
Dude, I think
Right now?
LeBron James is such a big body. He'd still mess
That's
people
what
up.
I think too.
Look, I think he's one of the greatest basketball players ever played. There's no doubt about it. But
Mm.
I'm giving the ball to Jordan.
I want to
if
give
it's his last second.
if I'm ranking them, I say LeBron.
That's such a different
Jordan.
aspect of the game, though. That's such a specific, nitpicky.
LeBron makes
aspect.
everybody play. He makes you play the game. He passes, he rebounds, he blocks.
Yeah.
He does everything in the game. Jordan just scores, but he also has.
Then that's just a level of clutchness. That doesn't necessarily mean they're, the greatest player.
right. People rank it because of the
They
championship.
rank it
rings.
differently. That's the thing. Is it's such opinionated, in my opinion. It's not so much objective as you
Yeah.
can say it's opinionated.
You know what I really
It's
wish we
subjective.
had was a freaking time machine. Seriously, we're gonna have a time machine whenever we do, and I legitimately want to simulate just Jordan in today's era, and I want to simulate LeBron in the '90s era, and I want to see what happens. Because that moment, we will decide who was better.
Do you think 2003 Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant versus Golden State right now? Which one are
Who
you
won
taking?
Oh my.
Shaquille
Would've
O'Neal
won it?
With who?
2003
Just
Los
the
Angeles
Lakers?
Lakers
Dude,
with Shaquille
oh
O'Neal
my
and
gosh.
Kobe Bryant versus Golden State right now.
Wow.
With
Right now,
I'm thinking-
with
right
LeVar
now?
or what's
No.
his face?
Oh, what a question.
No, I'm saying
Ball
no.
or no?
2003
Oh. Just that
Los
team.
Angeles Lakers versus 2016.
Other than Shaq and Kobe, what are they? Derek Fisher, Robert
Derek Fisher,
Horry,
yeah.
Dude,
Eddie
they
Jones
couldn't-
still or no?
They couldn't.
Oh,
But
dude.
you can't
But
look.
the Warriors are the best.
I gotta say
Like,
the Warriors, dude.
I gotta say the Warriors. too.
Like,
Dude,
it's just
the
so
Warriors
much
are the best
talent.
specialistic team that I've seen in a long time. Like, they
Yeah.
all have little special things. Like, Cavs, they were just a dominant team. They're just big, you know, like they could do their thing, they could shoot the ball well, but, like, they're so specific. Like, you look at Curry, then you look at, like, Green.
Yeah, they're so versatile.
Yeah. Like, it's two different sides of the
But
game.
you also have Shaquille O'Neal.
Exactly.
And
And then
the most
Kobe
dominant-
Bryant. And
dominant
then Kobe Bryant.
big
It's like,
man
it's like the
that's
biggest.
ever played the game.
Yeah, and in saying that they would lose, you're not taking away the fact that Shaq and Kobe are the top 10 players of all time. Like, you're not debating that. It's just like the amount of talent
yeah.
that Golden State has right now
passing,
is
the shooting.
unbelievable. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
What
it's
would you
just-
pick your best
team
Dream
no,
team?
Your 5 all time
Like-
ever to play the game
position wise, or just like?
Oh.
from PG to
Dude, that's going to take
Okay,
too
okay.
long.
Nah, I'd go. I can tell you right now.
I can tell right now by my head. Too.
I'd go Magic, MJ, LeBron, Tim Duncan,
That's a good
Hakeem.
Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm going Allen Iverson. It's just the way that I like the game. Allen
He's in my
Iverson,
pro pick on Instagram. So
Michael Jordan.
I can agree with that.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
All right.
I would go probably Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I think Tim Duncan definitely takes that power
Four,
forward
yeah.
spot, 100%. Just because he's so fundamental. Like, he doesn't do anything
Amazing.
wrong, really.
What's yours?
Not big basketball.
No?
To be honest, no. More
You're Russian.
football and hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey. Speaking of hockey, they can't play in the Olympics this year.
Really?
Well, I mean,
Wait, who,
some
the United-
are. I
United
mean, like
States
if you're in the
squads, or-
NHL, no. I mean, if you're in the NHL right now, the European League, I'm pretty sure they're stopping for the Olympics so they can let their teams
play?
yeah,
Really?
let their players play. But the NHL isn't doing that. No, some players are going to play regardless. They're going to go. They're going to. I don't know how
And then
they're
they
trying
play,
to get
like,
out of the contract,
with their
but
nationalities. or
yeah,
whatever.
but
I like that. though.
currently the hockey team that we're playing is all amateurs. Yeah, they're not like pros. They're like the people that didn't make it to the pros.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's our current
Didn't know
hockey
that.
team. So
United
it's not
States?
like back then
Wow.
where it was like U.S. versus Russia. It's gonna be our, and no one's ever seen them play. They could be like,
You know, I like that because for a while you see.
they could be a huge underdog.
Yeah, like it's especially in basketball, you see that with the Summer Olympics. You have like LeBron and Kobe, and you know how the team. It's just so overstacked.
Oh,
brother. It's
insane.
just us in Spain or us in.
No, it's us, period.
It's us.
Us-
No,
yeah,
it's us
never
in
it's,
Spain.
it's United States, period.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's
Spain-
yeah,
it's
you're
never
right.
been.
It's U.S. period. I was trying to make the whole world sound at least equivalent in basketball, but it's just like I like that though because they play with amateurs, and back in the day, they played with amateurs regardless, like any other country, with sports. And the United States just had to be those guys who are like, oh, we'll send our professionals in and just wipe out the whole competition. I like that. I think that for like sportsmanship and competition wise, I think that it's going to be better for like Olympics period.
As
And
the
hockey.
basketball goes, man, EuroLeague, like Europe basketball, is a very different basketball level than in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's EuroLeague is all about fundamentals of how the game is played, and NBA is athleticism.
Mhm.
It's fundamental plus athleticism, and when it comes out like that, you can't stop it.
Yeah, you really can. I like it. I think, one of the...
Any U.S. sport is a very far
Yeah.
behind of.
I want to
beyond
learn how to,
other
like,
teams.
bobsledders. Something crazy.
Dude,
like,
Did
like-
you see that African team?
No.
It's the first ever African bobsledding team,
Really?
composed of 3 women. Yeah,
What
What
country?
3 or
countries?
4 women. Specific. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
I want to say Nigeria.
Yeah, I think it is.
I wanna say
I think it
Nigeria.
is.
Wow.
Let me check though. But it's crazy though. They got I think they had like GoFundMe's and stuff to like, get
Nigerian.
them there.
Really?
Yeah,
Everybody
Nigerian
supported
yeah,
them and stuff?
bobsledding team.
That's beautiful. That's a really
They're
nice
the
thing to
first
see.
ever like so the whole continent's cheering for them because
Yeah.
they've I mean it's
They've never
who's
played
going
before.
down a freaking snow hill in Africa.
Yeah.
No one. So it's just crazy.
I hope
but
they kill it too.
It'd be crazy. Yeah. It'd be great to see them do well. But yeah, they're in all green and everything.
You see that? Wow.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Nigerian team, right?
I'm
What do you
about
guys-
it.
Nigeria. Let's go.
A lot of people are going for them.
What do you guys feel about the UFC? You guys ever follow UFC?
Oh, dude, yeah.
No,
you know UFC?
Let me
My
just
man.
leave. Let me
Listen,
just
I've been
leave.
trying to get someone on the podcast who knows UFC. All right, you following 221?
I'll just leave.
I was gonna say you can take a
What
little
is
break.
the 21?
It's Rockhold. See, Whitaker. If people are listening, middleweight champion Robert Whitaker from Australia. He got injured.
Any girls are gonna tune out now.
Nah, dude. Girls love you.
Ronda Rousey? We got Ronda Rousey. We got.
She fell
Amy.
off.
She's
fell
going
off.
in.
Yeah, she's in WWE.
She's in WWE. You got Whitaker's out. He got a leg injury or something with his ankle with Yoel because he got a what's this muscle like a ACL, like not a tear,
ACL,
but
MCL.
something with that happened. His knee is jacked up, and it's going to be Rockhold Yoel Romero for interim title, and then it's going to be Mark Hunt and Bayers or something like Braze. Yeah, he's some big African guy. He lacks cardio though, so I want to see if he could. I think Hunt's going to knock him out in the second round. I also think John, can you pull this up 1 second? UFC 221 fight card. Because other than that, I don't really know a lot of fights. 221 is going to be crazy. UFC 221 is going to be wild. Can you pull it up?
Rockhold versus Romero.
Yeah, can you pull up UFC 221?
That was it.
No, 222, I'm sorry.
You jackass.
I want to see. It's, Chris Cyborg?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fighting some
Mackenzie
girl.
Dern's debut FS1. Cyborg versus Kunitskaya.
Kunitskaya, yeah. Kunitskaya never fought in the UFC before. She's coming over to fight
First
Cyborg. Yeah, I have no idea. I think she's Polish or something.
I'm more of a...
Edgar versus Ortega.
Ooh, yeah.
As co-main.
Yeah, it's Edgar versus Ortega. Dude, I was watching it with Ryan, and I saw him. He had a submission over a Cub Swanson. He had a standing guillotine. It was absolutely incredible. He's undefeated, His jiu-jitsu is something that I've never even seen before. He's, such a long-armed guy, and he can strike, too. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he does against...
That's how
Edgar.
Ronda Rousey was, though. It's like a rise of a champion and a fall of a champion.
Listen, the thing with Ronda Rousey, which I really... don't get me wrong. I wrote a paper on this, actually, in my English class. I think Ronda Rousey transcended women's mixed martial arts. She was...
most paid woman ever in the UFC.
Women's sports in general.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I think she's the best women's athlete ever. Other than Serena Williams. I have
Serena Williams is a beast.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of what Ronda did to women's UFC, MMA.
Yeah, but her numbers though.
Oh, dude,
Serena
I know,
Williams?
but I know.
Grand
Look at
Slams
Ronda's
stuff?
numbers too, man. Like you gotta understand.
Yeah, and then she got her ass kicked.
Yeah,
by,
and I'm gonna
times in a row.
yeah, and yeah. I was gonna say I'm gonna contradict myself.
Yeah,
because you go up against these women that aren't really skilled in their division. You look at Kat Zingano, who she flipped her over, hip toss, and cleaned her out and just elbowed her within 14 seconds. And then she fought Holly Holm, who's easily one of the best women's. And Ronda, she comes and she was depressed. She didn't do the media post-fight interview, and you see her fight Amanda Nunes. That is dude, beast. I want her to fight Cyborg so bad. I thought that'd be a really interesting matchup, but they're probably going to do that later. But she gets knocked out in 48 seconds by Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
She was just a hand speed, and Ronda really doesn't have that kind of stand-up game.
Absolutely.
So with that said, yeah, Ronda transcended women's MMA, but you have these fighters like Chris Cyborg, who let's be honest, she's on the juice a little bit. Like post USADA, I don't think if she's still on.
I've never heard about her.
Chris Cyborg?
No.
Yeah. John, can you pull up Chris Cyborg? Dude, this girl, you're gonna see her. I'm gonna disrespect her so much.
Her name is Chris.
Yeah, Chris Cyborg. She's
What's her record?
Her record.
I've seen her before.
She's lost.
Yeah, I've seen her before.
She's lost once, never lost in the UFC.
Dude, she's insane.
Did she fight against
Yeah, dude, pull up.
She will break you.
Pull up Chris Cyborg highlights.
That's like that.
We're not gonna watch it now.
No, but just like it for the. I want to see fucking dude. Her level of MMA is incredible. She runs 5 miles a day, lifts weights. She looks like a female Vanderlei Silva. If you know who that is.
She looks tough. She
totally
looks
jacked
tough.
up, dude. I think she is right now currently the best women's MMA fighter of all time. But it's just sad.
What's her specialized area?
She's good everywhere. She's a black belt in
Jiu-jitsu?
in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Just great kickboxer, phenomenal power. You look at her. You look at her body, and she's just she's ripped. She's she did steroids, but
Really?
in Brazil, you could tell just how strong.
I mean,
she
I
is.
could tell if someone did steroids by just because I'm in this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's so obvious that someone does. I can't tell for her.
Really, dude. When she was, she actually slimmed down. She was weighing 160 before there was a featherweight division, so she had to cut down to 135. She actually had to do a catch.
That's 25 pounds. Dude.
Yeah. And for a woman, they don't necessarily do that, it's horrible because you gotta understand with and I haven't made this argument at all, but with their breasts, because they have to. It's just not natural, I think, for people to cut weight. I think that cutting weight in general, men or women, is just a horrible thing. I think people should fight at their weight class, at their normal weight. So if you weigh 160, 165, bump up to 170. I think
people go to challenge with that. I mean, you challenge yourself. If you want to fight in 165, you want to go up. Like from 145, that's what Conor McGregor did. Mm-hmm. He said, "I'm already the champion. I'm going up." That dude. What do you think about that dude?
McGregor. Well, the thing about McGregor is
you love him.
He's just I love him not only because I'm Irish.
Yeah, I was gonna say you love him. Don't even
only
lie.
Because
get that part out of the way.
He is just like the green elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about because he is okay. So I've never seen any. Okay,
I love that suit that he wore that said just "fuck you."
Oh yeah, the suit from the press conference in Toronto.
Beautiful.
Yeah, with the Mayweather, dude. You look at this. He fights a featherweight. All of his UFC career pretty much. Murks Aldo in 13 seconds. Comes up and fights Diaz. And he's like, all right, 170, no problem. He gets choked out, whatever. Comes back in this war. 6 months later.
Chad Mendes.
And Mendes, dude, that was oh my god.
That was an amazing fight.
To win the interim featherweight, that was unbelievable. To see him win that and then fight Aldo and then come up and finally win unanimous decision with Diaz, or majority decision, and then say screw it, I want to cut down 155, which is his natural weight class, and just mantle Eddie Alvarez, which is a Philly guy, but it's.
I think Conor McGregor has something special. That left hand.
Yeah,
I don't know what's up with that left hand, but it's you can't.
Well, you know what it is.
Only person that took the left hand's very good is Nate Diaz.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah,
I think that's the toughest dude in the featherweight. Any kind of toughest dude that can take punches all day and would not go down.
Yeah, him and his brother Nick definitely have chins. It's really wild to see McGregor because when I see his training, he's not necessarily training. Obviously he drills kicks, he drills knees, elbows, punches. But the one thing that separates him, I think, is his level of movement. Bruce Lee, there's a quote, he says, you want to be like water, you want to adapt to every situation. Conor does that to a really...
Conor studies his opponents.
And he studies his opponents, and he just does all this weird, awkward movement that makes his body available to throw anything.
I think for Conor, he has the IQ that no one ever has in the UFC.
Yeah.
He has a game IQ that no one can... He does things during the games, he reads his opponents and knows what to do, and the next time they make a move, he knows how to go and then how to take them down. That's why he fights differently for everybody. He fought different for Nate Diaz. He fought different for Chad Mendes.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo. It wasn't really a fight though.
Yeah.
Everybody. That dude, black dude, small.
First fight in the UFC?
No, probably second one. Short.
Oh.
He took him down with the uppercuts and stuff because he read that he was so short that his straights wasn't landing because he was too short.
Conor, when he was fighting 145?
Yeah.
It had to have been his first fight. It was Marcus Brimage, I think.
I think his name was Marcus too.
Yeah, Marcus Brimage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was his first fight in the UFC. He's like, Dana, 60 G's, baby. And Kenny Florian's interview. It's hilarious. I love that guy. Dude, McGregor, and then he, after the fight with Eddie, comes back and he makes $100 million fighting Mayweather, which is crazy because you look at Mayweather's Instagram and his Twitter, and he's getting the octagon, he's feeling it out.
Nah. That's not gonna happen.
Here's the thing, and people say, everybody knows about, if
they'll only do it for $500 million.
He's not gonna make that money. Listen,
he just made 300 at the last one. Why can't he make a half?
He made
UFC can't afford it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna have that market because boxing.
So who's gonna be the undisputed champ? Whether or not had Mayweather lost that fight, he would have won the fight regardless. But I'm saying
if Conor
he
won,
could not have. McGregor will never live up to Floyd just because it's such a different sport.
In what way? Boxing?
Boxing is at this bigger stage.
Yeah.
It's been there for longer.
Forever,
because UFC is so much more new and more recent. It's not gonna have the money put behind it. Yeah, more people might like it eventually.
I think more people just like
Conor.
That's just how it is. I mean,
I think people just like Conor more, and it's you look. The biggest pay-per-view I think the UFC ever did was 202 when McGregor fought Diaz again, and it was
It
like
was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas, 1.6 mil. Times that by like 60. That's how much a pay-per-view is. So don't get me wrong, huge numbers, but
Pay-per-views are usually like 100.
yeah, for boxing it's like it's like 4. Like for Pacquiao and Mayweather and
Oh,
McGregor,
really?
they also did 4 too. So it's no, it wasn't like 100 mil, dude. That's crazy.
Oh no, I'm saying $100 per person.
Oh yeah, no, it is for
per person.
boxing.
It was
You're
like
right.
yeah, it was like
for
100
boxing it is
per
yeah.
person. Yeah.
So you look at it and say, okay, Floyd wants this kind of money. He's not going to fight in the UFC because A, he's going to get his ass whooped in under a round,
Mhm.
and B, I mean, listen,
He'll
if you
get
want-
one kick to the head, he'll be done.
That's it.
Yeah, if
It's
you want
over.
to make 20 mil, 30
There's
mil.
no point. He's retired, dude.
I don't know if
He
you
just
can
does
do
it for
that.
the hype. It's just so he can get his name back out there.
Right.
In my
You know who
opinion,
does?
Get his
Exactly,
name back
I
out
feel
there
the same
because he
way.
just retired.
I feel the same way.
He's just trying to get his name back out there because he doesn't have an upcoming fight.
Yeah.
So he has to have some way to just be like, oh look,
Still be
here's-
popular.
He's
Yeah,
still
still be
around.
relevant,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, dude, I just
So-
take my 100 mil. He's like, he's $1 billion. He's a $1 billion athlete. Like I just
50,
cash
oh,
in.
that's-
Want to hear some news I just got?
What?
Gucci Mane, he how he wrote that autobiography. It's been approved for a biopic. So Gucci Mane's life. You know how like 50 Cent had his,
Yeah.
Eminem had sort of like 8 Mile. He's gonna get his own movie now.
Really?
That's
Are they
crazy.
titling it yet?
Not yet. No, I just saw it. It's about to get the big screen treatment.
Wow.
And, yeah.
And he wrote it all in prison, right?
The book, I think part of
His
it.
auto,
He
yeah.
wrote some of it when he was out because he had just become sober. I mean,
Yeah.
he was sober in prison, but he had just been in the normal world being
Was he-
sober. So I think he worked off that as well.
Okay.
So. But I mean,
Good for him, dude. I'm happy.
yeah. I mean, he's really
He's an interesting
the
guy.
past 2 years. He's really blown up since
He's
he
been
came out
killing
of
it,
prison.
yeah.
I mean, I liked him before that with a few songs, but
Yeah.
he's really put
He's
on.
coming into his own, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm happy for him. I want to see what
You're
he
still
does.
more about Drake though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Drake's Drake.
I like Drake too.
I like Drake because
He's
when,
real.
When I'm rich, yeah, he's real.
Dude, I
and
feel like everyone can relate to Drake.
I just want to be like that's how I'm gonna be in the club and like that's like more my persona, like a little more sensitive, a little more like shit talking, like subtly. Play the sound. I want to hear.
Oh
it.
yeah, here, let me pull it up. Just keep talking about Brock Lesnar for a minute.
Yeah, so Brock, he fought in WWE. He's this like, he's like 6'5", like 260, just fucking
Huge dude.
Yeah.
Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I
Bitch, come through. You and you.
The new verse, it's called Look Alive.
Look alive.
Look Alive. It's
Dude, I
Block
don't
Boy. Block Boy, that's
I
his
don't know
name.
if I like that.
Block Boy, JB, and Drake.
I really don't know if I like that.
I
I
think
don't
it's
like.
cool.
I think it's
It's
okay.
he's trying to go for a new sound, but I don't particularly care for it.
Yeah, neither do I.
In my opinion, just because
It sounds like everything.
he's been
that
trying to
I want.
emulate too many other people these days.
Yeah, I
Drake-
He's
think,
been trying to be like
I think he needs to go back to Take Care.
Take
You
Care
like
2's
that?
coming
Oh,
out.
yeah,
What do you
I'll
think
Take
he's
Care.
been on? He's been doing Take Care 2.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I
what his
didn't-
next album is.
You serious?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know
dude.
that too.
I didn't know that at all.
Oh my.
You know I don't follow Twitter at all, dude.
Twitter is my favorite social media that's ever.
Really?
No Instagram, no Facebook, Twitter.
I just listen.
I love
me,
Twitter.
Twitter. Me and Ryan have similar inputs.
Rumors
on
have been
Twitter.
going
It's
since
just all these
July.
stupid people talking, and it's like it's just too much negativity.
Twitter's my favorite social media.
Yeah.
Really.
So is
In my
mine.
opinion, yeah, because Instagram. Here's the problem with like Instagram. Instagram, they did the research, and it's the most damaging to the youth in their culture today.
Really?
Because it's such an association of this is how you look. Oh, this is your life, and this is how many likes this person's life is getting. This like
It's ridiculous.
their
man.
projection. Yeah, it's like you're only really capturing the best moments. You're not putting on there when you have a shitty day. I mean, you
Twitter
usually
has-
post
you're
when
right.
Twitter
it's your
has
peak moments.
everything.
Yeah.
You
Twitter
wanna
has
laugh?
you want to get it if you're having a shitty day. Someone's gonna be like, "Man, f this, screw this," whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna say it, and like I treat my
Everything
Twitter
is
as
real
my
on
own.
Twitter.
Yeah, everything for Twitter for me, I treat it as my own personal dictionary, or diary.
You wanna learn about sports? It's on Twitter. You wanna learn about education?
And news, yeah.
Anything. You wanna laugh?
News.
Caps. Everything is on Twitter.
News.
Your news.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I deleted my first Twitter account like a year ago, and I had to make one for my English class because we had to tweet about this book about Friday Night Lights.
It's like, look at that. I learned about IT going to the Lakers on Twitter.
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's...
You can do that on Instagram.
Here's the thing. It's immediate, though. And it's not... It's chronological, unlike Instagram. Instagram
Yeah.
does it based off popularity.
Right.
But with Twitter, it's how it's happening in time.
Mhm.
So you want to know what's happening right now? That's how you know.
Here's the thing. I have like 20 followers on Twitter right now because I made that new account and I primarily just used it for my first semester.
I saw that.
And was that JR?
Look, finding
Jared,
out.
look at whose teammates at practice tomorrow. Like,
They have the funniest caps. Yeah.
the memes
Maybe
were
I should give
insane.
Twitter another try.
The
but
memes
I think
were
I
too
need
funny.
to follow. I need to follow my boys and get back on it. Yeah, I don't mind Twitter. I just hate like when there's
Look, you know Roberto.
yeah.
You just gotta follow the proper
Yeah.
accounts, honestly. Roberto has
Roberto
posted funny stuff.
If I wanna laugh, I go on Twitter. I go on his page, straight laughing every time but now he doesn't even use Twitter anymore because of the he has his own business, but he doesn't use it. So I'm like, yo, let's get back to it so I can laugh. It's funny. It's whatever he shares. It's
He has his own business, you said, or something.
no, I mean he's doing his like cop, like being a cop, and he's gonna
Okay,
go
he
to
needs
school.
to be
So
regular.
so
he can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot he's gonna be a cop, dude. Good for him. I hope he fucking passes his
I
stuff
know.
the first time, dude.
he passed his first exam.
Yeah, thank God.
He's gonna be
man.
good.
He's gonna be a good cop, dude. He's a great soul.
Good guy. Good dude.
Yeah, I love that guy, man. I haven't been talking to him lately.
Look,
since I've been-
all I look for is having a great heart
Yeah.
and being real, not being fake.
Yeah.
we gotta
that
beat,
guy-
we gotta beef him up
Yeah.
so he can beat
uh,
some bitch ass Philly fans.
Bro, listen. Just because you guys don't fucking jump on cars and light crap on fire doesn't mean you gotta
Oh my
talk smack,
God.
right?
Well,
Dude, you
you're-
guys burnt down your
you're
own
a Steelers
city.
fan?
Yeah, dude.
So is Rob.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, we had it going, then we lost to Jacksonville because our defense was trash. Ben Roethlisberger had a great game. That's past. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't really
Point
follow
is,
football.
big ups to you guys winning, but like, you guys you're crazy. You're all crazy.
You know
That's all I gotta say. You're crazy.
You know what my speech?
There's nothing
teacher
wrong
said?
with it, but you're crazy.
She said that. She said exactly what you said. She said Pittsburgh fans would never do what Philly fans do.
Because we just don't have that mindset of let's destroy everything.
What's up, bro?
We're built on just be a good person. Just be like hug everyone. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, not some like we had Rogers, Mr. Rogers neighborhood. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen that? Yeah, like that's just how it was. That's Pittsburgh. I mean, you'd have to try. Like everyone was just like family almost in
Yeah.
a way. Like they're just what you wouldn't be that crazy uncle that would get drunk at the party and just black out and do
Right.
some crazy stuff
Yeah.
like Philly fans are.
Like
Like that's all. That's
I watched
all.
the
That's the
Super
only
Bowl.
way I compare it.
I mean, I don't really watch football, but I watched the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Crazy game, but
Good
I
game.
think Philly wanted way more than Patriots.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They-
We were
they
a lot
fought
more
for
hungry.
it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is Brady doesn't treat the problem. Brady said before the game, he said, "I don't get nervous anymore because I've been there before." That's your problem.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You have to be nervous
You have to be.
To make the right
to
decision.
rise. Yeah, to
Right.
rise to the occasion. Like in
Here's-
my
no, no, no,
opinion,
here's the thing. Okay.
you can't go into something and
I
not be
don't-
nervous.
Right.
I agree with that aspect, but I disagree in Brady's performance because you look at his
He had a
performance,
crazy
Let's go-
game.
yeah.
crazy game, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, whatever. I think end of the day the defense.
That's what that dude does all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I have my own opinion on Brady. I said that last podcast.
There's a difference
Fuck
between
him.
having the greatest QB of all time and having the greatest team.
Yeah.
It's a team.
It's not
Having the greatest
one person.
QB isn't going to do anything for you.
Right.
If you're good, who was it? What's his face? Got sat the whole game.
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, because he had some weed on him.
That was
so he
why?
got that's
Wow.
why
You
he
said
got
what?
sat the whole game.
That's fucked.
He had a little bit of weed on him, and he got caught with it by the coaches,
That's not cool, man.
and they sat him for the whole
Wow.
game. And he cried before the game. He was crying during the national anthem.
That's
so-
messed
That's
up,
fucked
dude.
up. Yeah. That's
I mean, that's how it was. But I
I don't
mean,
like that at all.
you have to have a full team. I mean, not to say that what he was doing was right, but I'm saying that they didn't have their full team there, in my opinion. It wasn't like they were collaborative. Eagles, that coach, what's his face? Put him together. Like, he was easily
Doug-
coach of the
Doug
year. Yeah, in my
Peterson,
opinion. He brought that team together like no one had ever seen before.
Yeah, I think
It was very impressive.
I think a quarterback's coach because he was he played behind what's his name, Brett Favre, right? and he was on the Packers. And he's just, there's something about like having a quarterback coach who knows like the real team. Obviously, like, you know, if you have a defensive minded coach, that's cool too. But I don't know, dude. There's something about just like having a quarterback coach, knowing everything on the field, knowing what people think. And
He's a
how,
backup just like Foles.
Yeah, like it's just another different mindset. I think that's a little bit better. And, you know, like we needed to get rid of Chip Kelly. And I'm so glad that we got Peterson, dude. Because he was, I mean, look, we won the Super Bowl, so can't complain. I was
Eagles were sort of a joke before that.
As far as I heard, Philly never wanted again before.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
never.
no,
It's like a
yeah, dude, Matt.
You guys got 5 more to catch up to us. Just saying.
With
all I'm
Wentz,
saying.
that's going to be a possibility. But here, back to what I was saying about
I'm
Lesnar.
so mad about that.
Here.
Foles should start.
John, go on. Could you pull up Brock Lesnar? Because I want to show him. You got to see this. So this guy, he's okay. You've seen Vikings, right? In the history books.
yeah.
Okay.
You're not. Well, I thought you were talking about the TV show.
No.
I was guaranteed that.
That's what I thought too.
So Brock's parents, like generational wise, look at this guy. Just fucked. Just like, you know, Vikings fucked Vikings. On and on and on and on and on. This guy, oh my god. You pull up Brock Lesnar UFC.
That's really quick.
Pull up Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt. This guy was juiced to the gills against Mark Hunt, who's fighting this Saturday. But he, you know, really popular in the UFC and in WWE. And he's looking to come back. But, dude, USADA busted him for...
Did the game already happen?
Yeah. He already... Lesnar won unanimous decision. This is UFC 200. But it was just...
You know how they make the numbers of it? Because I always see like 205.
Yeah,
202.
I think it just goes by chronologically or numerically. It goes it's just
So at the time there was a UFC one.
yeah. There's I don't even think they called it UFC 1. I think they might have called it like they back in the day they did all kinds of crazy names.
Back in the day, they didn't have gloves.
Dude, you know Boss Rutan?
No.
You ever hear that name? So back in the day, this guy named Boss Rutan, who was I forget his nationality, one of the best fighters of all time. He would palm strike, so he would just take his palm and just fucking like hit you in the face, whatever, like with his bare hands. That I think, personally, I think that should how the UFC should be because you look at people with gloves and it's going to be. I think knowing how to punch correctly is so important because you have people that, and especially in boxing, this is more prominent in the UFC though. You punch incorrectly and you drop your wrist, your wrist goes up, and you have a broken hand. So I think that people without gloves, they're just gonna more properly know how to throw a punch. You know, they don't do anything for kicks. That you can't wear shoes or anything now, but that's just how I feel. I think you should have you should just have your shorts or more tie shorts or whatever you want to have, and then fight. You know.
I think as far as what UFC does, mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't support the way that it should be no gloves.
Yeah.
Those gloves are barely make a difference.
Yeah, I think it's but it's just that subtle. Like I know it's probably the best thing we have now, but
Each UFC number is just the event number.
yeah, I was gonna
they've
say
had.
yeah, and then they have like other subtle things like UFC Fight Night.
Yeah.
You know, whatever city they're
You know
having.
they're making a TV show for
Fight,
Ultimate.
Ultimate
Yeah, I was
Fighter.
like,
yeah, dude. And here's the other thing.
It's like seasons and stuff. And
Yeah.
If you win that, you go to the UFC.
Yeah, there's there's so much to talk about the UFC. You know Stipe Miocic,
Yes.
who just fought against
Yes.
Ngannou, who absolutely. I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast. I've never seen a guy as intimidating as Ngannou in all my years of
But I
listening
knew
to
he was.
MMA.
I knew
Stipe was gonna win because, dude, you have Ngannou who I've seen him training at the UFC Performance Institute in Vegas.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, he's a strong guy, and his cardio. I see him running on the treadmill, but how hard has he actually been pushed? Because he gassed so
Or
early.
how tough is he?
And he's extremely tough. But you see Stipe just grappling him and just making him hold his own weight, just completely flatline the guy. Like you have somebody like if you how much you weigh? Like 180.
Everybody thinks that.
165.
No,
170.
150.
Are you serious?
152.
Holy fuck, dude!
I could
I
see
would
it.
never.
Everybody says that, but
I'm like 160, and I was talking to Hunter Reed. He goes,
You
"Dude,
look way
gotta-"
heavier than that.
Me?
Yeah, you look
How
well.
heavy am
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, I would.
190, right?
Well, you knew that.
Yeah.
I would
don't
say
get that.
210.
See, I'm not 210. I'm 190. Like,
That's crazy. But it's like it's
and that's light for
whatever.
me.
If you're on me and I'm trying to get up, the force that I have to produce in my body before the lactic acid builds up is just
Huge.
It's not going to happen. So the later rounds, that's what happened to Ngannou, who just gassed.
You gassed out.
But Daniel Cormier, that is he fought Volkan Ozdemir. It was the same card, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That was the same-
they're
same
fighting
day.
each other now. DC and Stipe for the heavyweight championship.
Really?
How crazy is that?
That's great.
Like, because Steve, DC used to fight heavyweight in what was it, Strikeforce or Bellator or wherever. I think it was Strikeforce. And yeah, he's going back up. He's going to weigh like 260, even though he's like 5'11" height wise.
Yeah.
That's on him.
What? Smoke sick?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. I don't give a fuck. And it was just so.
I don't want. It's gonna hurt you though. All right.
Yeah, bro.
You want to pause? We can
Huh?
pause.
No. It's fine. I don't care.
Okay, word.
And it was so wild to see that be announced because you're the best heavyweight of all time, right? And then you have DC, who if he didn't lose to John Jones that 2 times, where you kind of said, okay, the first time was legit, or he did steroids, or whatever. Personally, for me, I don't think he did steroids the first time he fought DC. Whatever. Obviously, the second time, that's a different story. He got, I don't even want to get into that because that's such a rabbit hole down there. But yeah, he got caught. Whatever, steroids, fuck it. For me, I think that's going to easily pull in 1 million pay-per-view buys. I think that's
For
going
that game.
Yeah, for that card, I think it's going to be. I forget what's like 225, 226. I think that's going to be at least 1 million pay-per-view buys. That's a legit super fight. You want to talk about like Conor, like the king of all super fights? That's going to be a super fight.
I totally agree with you. But Conor McGregor versus that, the Russian guy.
Habib Nurmagomedov. What a fucking scary motherfucker that is. That guy, listen.
I don't know, man.
He's fighting against Tony Ferguson in UFC 223. You know that, right?
No.
So Tony Ferguson, we're talking about the Ultimate Fighter. Tony won the Ultimate Fighter and got promoted. He's won like 12 fights or something. He's been on a roll, and he's fighting Habib for the lightweight title, which is crazy because you say Conor is still the champion, but the UFC hasn't officially stripped him yet, which is weird. It's like, what's going on? I think personally what's going to happen is when it's closer to fight day or fight night, they're going to strip Conor like a month before it's out, and then they're going to fight for the real belt. And then whoever wins that, I think is going to. I think Conor's going to.
I think Habib is going to be Conor McGregor's biggest challenge.
I think he's going to. I think if Habib gets a hold of him, because you see that fight with Edson Barboza, him and Habib.
I probably watched it.
It was over the break.
What was the name?
It was over the break. So Edson's known for like just a total one of the best strikers in the UFC, and Habib, he struck with him, and he landed more strikes than him. It was like 150 to like 20 or something crazy like that. Took him down, and just by the first round, you could see the look on Edson's face, just totally there's no he was defeated. He wasn't even broken or tired. He was just defeated, or no, he was broken. He just wasn't coming back from that, man. So I want to see if Habib can, do the same thing to Conor.
Right.
I don't know, dude, because there's a level of shit talking that Conor has, and it's Irish, like top Irish against top Russian, and
I think Habib is going to be Conor McGregor's biggest challenge.
I think he's going to be. I think he has the best chance to beat him, like again from any other fighter,
Gotcha.
even Nate.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh, by the way, shout out Bradley Martin one time with the fucking army print, my man. Yeah. This is good
I want to
shit.
thank these guys for having me. It was an awesome talk.
Yeah,
so
man.
I appreciate
Thank you
it.
so
See you
much,
guys
guys.
soon.
Yeah. Have a good weekend and peace.